We're almost there, boys. Episode 99 of the 580 show. Next week, hit our big milestone. So, yeah,
Next
almost
week we're at
congratulations.
100, baby.
I can't wait. But
100 weeks in a row of 580 barbell.
that's nuts.
Who would have thought?
We've actually, I think this is technically our 100th episode because we
Right.
filmed one like bonus episode with Zola. But
Right.
this is episode 99. So, yeah, I want to start off the episode with a pretty big announcement. The third flavor of pre-workout is pineapple for everyone.
There it
Dun, dun.
is.
I don't have to edit that out this time.
There it is.
No. So I just finally got like notifications that it's wrapping up production today. Got me excited. I'm like, we're filming the pod. And yeah, no release date yet. Could be as early as Polar Express on December 10th, which let's pray for that and hope for that. That's ideal. It could be January 1st. But we'll be able to start 2023 with our third flavor of pre-workout, pineapple. So
Man, that would be funny. Like we talked, I think we talked about it the last episode, maybe two ago, but the first horsepower made it for 580 strongest last
yep.
year, which was the
Unexpectedly
same,
too.
right? Unexpected, which was the same weekend that Polar Express will be this year.
Yep.
So that would be something if it showed up the same time, right?
Yeah.
That would be
so
cool.
I was literally thinking the same thing because I didn't think it was going to be there for 580 strongest last year, and that's just like a little in-house show we did last year. If you're not from 580 Barbell, obviously, but
Right.
that was the day that I announced Watermelon Horsepower, which was our first ever supplement. Honestly, didn't even think it would get to this point. I thought it was just going to be like ordering kind of like a batch or two, but
Sure.
now we're kind of rolling. It's surprising when we well, I guess I should say too, this will be our last pre-workout flavor for a while. At least I
Yep.
think for 2023 as a whole, we'll only have these three flavors.
Right.
But remember when we started to like do feelers? I think we had a full podcast episode like mainly about it, about flavors. I
Yep.
was super surprised by pineapple being so recommended. Remember,
Yeah.
like we were doing
So
like those
many people,
Instagram
yeah.
lives and
Yep.
people commented pineapple. I love pineapple. It's like, but I didn't know about it as a pre-workout, and then we
Yep.
tried it, got our second version. I can confidently say, and you guys can speak for it. Obviously, I'm biased. I mean, you guys are kind of biased too, but uh, I think it's gonna blow everyone out of the water.
I love the watermelon, 580 horsepower watermelon, and I will choose the pineapple over watermelon. And I don't like the actual fruit. I just like the flavor.
I
But
I'm
the
so excited.
pineapple pre-workout tastes so good and it's so refreshing.
It's like very, very spot on. So when we tried the first versions, it was almost too like pineapple juice.
Yes.
You guys remember?
Yep.
It was literally just like, I mean, it was good,
Mhm.
but it was literally if you just put it in a glass and gave it to my mom or something, right? And was like, this is pineapple juice. She'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, like it's
Yeah, it
pineapple.
was like a little too much.
Yeah, it was like almost scary. So what
Mhm.
we did was we kept trying it, went back to the lab, and we got a little bit of a sour in it.
Yeah.
And it tastes very, it's not overwhelming sour. It has a little tiny hint, but it's very, very, very good. And I think for all, like you said, it's refreshing.
It's a nail on the head, man.
I,
It's exactly what I want for a pineapple flavor.
I'm
It's
I'm
awesome.
so excited.
So the
So
people that recommended pineapple, you guys are gonna love it.
right. And I appreciate you
Love
guys
it.
that recommend it because I love it. And that was probably not a flavor that I would have ever done.
Nope, I wouldn't have picked it for sure. I wouldn't have.
So we'll be carrying. It's crazy. 1 year in the supplement game, we're gonna have um, three full products on our pre-workout line, and I just really appreciate everyone that's bought it. I've had to reorder our first two flavors already.
Yep.
So watermelon will actually. So we still have. I was kind of getting nervous that we are gonna run out. We have about 10 tubs left, and then I have another 300 showing up on Wednesday. So we're
Right.
fully stocked if you're a watermelon fan. We're fully stocked if you're mixed berry, and we're about to be fully stocked for pineapple. So we're ready to roll into 2023. I think think we'll be seeing you guys at more and more strongman events, and hopefully just seeing horsepower in more gyms.
Yeah, just a reminder real quick too. If you're local, it's real easy to get the pre-workout. Like go to the gym, don't go on a website and order and like pay for shipping because there's not really a way around it. So if
Yeah.
you're local, just like hit me up, hit Josh up, hit the 580 Instagram up, Dante, whoever. Just set
Yeah.
us up, say, hey man, I want some pre-workout, we'll get it to you.
Yeah.
So or just show up to the gym.
It's just so cool to see like because obviously 580s can't be everywhere, right? Like we can't have a 580 barbell everywhere at every
Right.
gym.
Right.
But like I obviously myself, you guys have a lot of pride in 580 too. It's cool to have our little stamp in other gyms. Like you just see a gym in Chicago or Mississippi or
Absolutely.
shout out to Mississippi big time because they've been huge. But
Yeah.
I sent some to Mississippi this week actually. But just any gym, no matter what state they are, and our little brand has made it so it's not just a gym. We have the supplement line, so
For sure.
that's really cool. I really appreciate to be able to sell out of a full order of watermelon and mixed berry this year. Our first year was just like it's just
awesome.
an incredible feeling. So
Yeah.
appreciate it. And everyone that's been asking me and trying to get me to crack on it. About probably 6 people knew about the pineapple, so
Yeah.
pineapple it is. So I have
Can't
a
wait.
question to it. I'm curious what you guys think. And I'd be curious what other people listening think. As we continue to grow, like the supplement side of things, does it make sense to have a separate Instagram for supplements only?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
Like,
I feel like it would have to be more than pre-workout and one other product.
yeah,
Yeah.
It would have to be
yeah,
pretty
like
extensive
that's
to
what
have.
that's like, where's the line, like, because
Yeah.
the only thing I ever, and got like, trust me, I don't want to run another Instagram page,
Right.
but the only thing I ever think about is like, do people hate that like they share our pre-workout and stuff? Do they hate like seeing like all the other stuff, or does it
Right.
or vice versa, like people that just come to the gym and follow our gym, but see a lot of like pre-workout stuff? I like having it all on one, but there
Yeah.
definitely becomes a time where you're just a full-on supplement company and you have a
Yeah.
separate page.
I feel like that's one of those things where when it happens, you'll know.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's there yet. I mean, look, if you're ordering the pre-workout, it's greatly appreciated, but you're also going to get some gym content too, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just kind of part of the beast right now. So if it bothers you, just click through it. It's real
Yeah.
easy.
I agree actually.
And I mean, like
I don't.
the gym identity is also like the pre-workout and supplement
Yeah, it's
identity
part of
too.
it,
So
right? It's
I
part
kind of
the
like
brand.
having it all on one because it's like it like grows our brand because it's all
Yeah,
under
I
the
agree.
580 umbrella.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Curious. Should I announce something else about the supplements that you guys kind of know?
Do it.
So,
give it the little tease.
Yeah.
so no, I'm full on board. I'm full on diving in.
Yeah.
So, probably Q1 2023 we'll have our second product for 580 supplements, whatever we end up calling the supplements.
Mhm.
We'll have our second product, and that product will be by far our most requested before pre-workout, even our
Yep.
most requested whey isolate protein.
Yes.
So we'll be releasing chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll actually come in 20 serving tubs
Okay.
versus 30.
Yep.
It actually really depends on your dosage. It can be anywhere from 20 to 30. Yeah, it really
Right.
depends on your dosage. It's
Yeah.
a big scoop.
Yeah.
But right now we're currently still in the we don't have a final. The formula is done, the actual chemical formula, but we don't have the taste done. We tasted our first round and it was dog shit.
Dude, I was hoping you were going to say that because,
Dude.
man, that was literally the worst protein I've ever
It
had.
pissed me off. Like, I mean, I guess that's why you
Right.
like a lot of that. I think that's the difference in a local small brand. We're made in the big warehouses, the big, huge manufacturing facilities that the big companies are made in, the big companies, the ones that
Right.
you guys see. And
Right.
so we're the same quality, if not better. But the difference between us is that it's guys that compete in strongman powerlifting that are boots on the ground guys
Yep.
trying it, and then we're not going to release one that tastes bad. I'd rather release it in 2025 if that's how long it takes for the taste to be perfect.
Yep.
I don't think it will.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean that's I mean version 1's always going to be
Yep.
rougher. It was
Dude, every pre-workout flavor we've done, the first time we tried it wasn't good. It wasn't this. I mean, this is by far the worst version 1's been.
yeah.
But I mean, we're not, like you said, dude, like until we all go like big thumbs up,
right.
like when
Right.
it's not getting produced, man.
Yeah, I was at least
it tastes
expecting it to
bad,
taste
so
decent, but it didn't. I'm going for kind of more of like a chocolate milkshake.
right.
I want it to be like I want it to really taste chocolatey, and
Yeah.
like I guess one thing I really want is like good mixability in
sure.
protein, and this didn't have it.
Nope.
So just back to the lab, but really, really excited to announce that we're gonna have 2 products in 2023. So we'll
It's
have 3
coming.
pre-workouts and then our first flavor of whey.
It's
So
coming.
man, thank you guys all so much. I'm happy to announce that.
Do you have any ideas for the name of the product yet, or?
No, still working on it. Still working on it. So
Mhm.
if you guys have an idea, let me know. Frawley came up with the name of horsepower. He was the one that came up with that. He said it, and it was one option for pre-workout, and that was it. And
Yep.
we knew it. So
Bang.
if you guys have that name for whey, I would love to hear them.
I agree.
But yeah, I guess that's a lot to announce right there. But
That's 2 big drops.
Yeah.
I love it.
I want pineapple at Polar Express so bad. So
I
bad.
hope it happens, dude. That will be sweet.
So bad.
That'll be sweet.
But
Well, just say your prayers every night and wish to Santa that he comes early. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe Santa will take a little visit to the manufacturing plant.
I hope so. It's all yeah. I mean, I get so mad because it takes so long and I just want it now. But like I don't see all the back end stuff at the manufacturing facility, like
Right.
and I pay the extra to get like micro testing done to verify for the customers that it's exactly what we want, which some of the big companies don't even do that stuff.
Right.
It's their proprietary blend bullshit. And we pay to micro test and make sure it's exactly what we say is in there.
Yeah, dude, I respect you doing that though, because I want to know what I'm putting in my body.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Like if I'm taking a supplement, like I can't stand whenever people are like, oh, you don't know what's in that. Like, no, actually, this one, I know what's in this one.
Yeah.
So
Like you go and look at I have one sitting right here. You look at these supplement facts, it's all exactly what we're saying. It's manufactured in the US, has the FDA stamp, like it meets all those requirements. So that's awesome, So I think there's still some of those people that like were very like local and stuff, and they think we're like mixing it in Dante's living room, and it's like it's just not that. Also, I'll say one last thing about the pineapple. So like if you're watching on YouTube, you guys know like on the different ones, like watermelon was like a watermelon color for the 580 diamond, and then it's pink. The pineapple gold, it pops.
Is it like this, or is it like a bright yellow?
It's like a bright.
It's like my shirt.
It's like a bright gold. It's so cool.
Awesome.
It's exactly like a pineapple. Hold on, let me just see if I can pull it up real quick. But yeah, I think it just with the full black like tub mixed with that yellow, it just pops. Here, I got it right here. See if you guys can see it on here. But how it's gonna be kind of hard to see.
That looks sweet.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, but it really just like and it looks like Pittsburgh-y almost because it's black and gold, but it looks so cool.
Man, I bet that would look awesome on a hoodie.
Yeah, we need a supplement name. 580 supplements. But yeah. But
that was an inside joke. That's funny.
Yeah, probably wants a hoodie. Basically, I have to get probably a hoodie for Christmas. That's all it came down to. But yeah. Anyway, so talking about it being released at Polar Express.
Yep.
I'm really excited. I'm just like Dante released the 3rd video this week, which was the front hold. So if you're a competitor, go check it out.
Yep.
I really hope like what we're doing with like the event videos like catches on and other promoters like
A shout out to Kyle Wooden, man, for next weekend. He did those videos on his
yeah.
Instagram
Mhm.
page.
Yeah, we'll talk about that show too, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even have to be like the full dude,
No,
if you got a smartphone, do that. You know
it's
what I mean?
easy,
Like
man. And it looks cool. It explains the whole event, the whole thoroughly, right? It
right.
gives you the if you do it on YouTube like we do, it gives you the chance to leave comments, right? That other people might have that you can answer. So
Right.
now everybody has the answer, right?
Right.
Makes the rules meeting go faster when it's time for the show, right?
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. I think I think sometimes promoters don't even know what they're gonna use yet
Sure.
but I don't know. I mean, I just hope people start doing that because as a competitor, it's what I would want to do. That's what
Right.
I like about like our whole crew is that everyone competes right now. So
Yeah, for
everyone
the most
knows
part.
like Dante goes to a show and he doesn't like something, or Frawley goes to a show and he really likes it. We can every time we do go to a show, good or bad or both, we're learning stuff and then we
Right.
can apply it to our stuff. So I think
Right.
that's really helping.
Yep.
Um, but man, he's running full steam ahead with the live stream.
We're gonna
Yep.
do some we're gonna do some testing tomorrow at Strongman Saturday, I think.
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
I think I
Yeah,
have a good idea how it's gonna work.
if you see Dante on December 10th, only talk to him between events because he's gonna be like a little he's gonna look like a computer hacker, like in his full tech setup at his desk and running every
I'm
no,
bringing the laptop, the dual monitor system, dude. I'm getting every single piece of equipment that I can just to make sure nothing
Yeah.
goes wrong.
Awesome.
So if you guys are coming here to compete, you got loved ones at home, tell them to subscribe to the 580 channel now. Be ready for the live stream and they'll be able to watch it. It'll be awesome. So we'll have it going the whole day. I'm gonna be emceeing the event. So I'll be mic'd into the live stream. So you'll be able to hear what I'm saying at the show and not just hear it from a distance. I'll be literally mic'd in.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think I know how to do that now.
yeah.
We'll test it, but I'm pretty sure we'll get it done regardless.
Yeah. So we'll keep testing it, but I'm really excited for that show. I don't think there's really much else to add right now, but if you guys have questions about it, do it. I'm gonna buy a bunch of extra shirts this time, and the shirts are gonna be sick. So hopefully
That's a good idea.
Yeah, if you're a spectator, come buy a shirt, support everything. But we'll be out supporting and competing, some of us, on next Sunday. So actually, that's the day of our 100th episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dante, Frawley, Julia, Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Doing his first show.
Jimmy's doing his first show. So 150-pound he's doing novice. He's kind of just been hanging around us obviously and wants to try it. Maybe Santino in the teens as well. So
Yeah.
we'll be out there with a good amount of competitors. We'll have a supplement booth. I know we talked about it last week, but we'll have our pre. So come try it. Come buy a tub of pre-workout and
For sure.
just come support a good show. So you guys
I
are
can't
both,
wait, man. We're gonna have such a good time.
yeah, it'll be fun. Another vlog for the YouTube too. It'll be awesome.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah. Josh's turn to film the video.
Yeah.
Cameraman.
But yeah, I was gonna do it, but I started my off-season block this week, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Let's
just did.
Yeah.
I mean, I did too. I plan on just still training business as usual the next day.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's true.
Yeah, this week I was kind of doing like a heavy week, max week. And then next week I'm gonna like take it a little bit easier, but I'm not gonna not train.
Yeah, I mean it's an
but-
unsanctioned show for a good cause.
Yeah.
It's for fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of treating it like an event day with just some different events that I don't really do. So
Yeah,
it'll be good.
Just do what you can.
Yeah,
right.
right. So
But-
it's gonna be
But
fun.
yeah, come see us out in what's the actual town?
Independence.
It's
Independence,
a suburb
Ohio.
of Cleveland.
Strong.
see-
It's that strong style or Steve
Isn't that where
trains.
Stipe trains?
Yes,
Yeah.
and AJ Dobson.
Okay.
I kept reading that. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure that's Stipe's gym. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you better
my
make it
buddy
here.
from college says he sees Stipe there every
yeah?
yeah. He sees him walking in and out sometimes because he's a firefighter out there too.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah. What else? You guys,
Dude, I need something from you guys. All right. Rogue Invitational went down last week, right? We
Yes.
don't need to go through every single event and every single performance. But what is one thing that blew you away during the events? I have mine, but I want to hear from you guys first.
I already know what yours is gonna be.
What is it going to be?
Mitchell Hooper's yoke running log.
Absolutely absurd.
Yeah. I think
32
that
seconds, 1,000-pound yoke, and did 3 clean and press with the 360 log in 32 seconds.
Mhm.
I think that was by far everyone's wow moment. I have another one too. It's multiple moments, but also, you know what I just thought of? 2 years ago, we were getting laughed at on this podcast for saying that strongman should be live.
Mhm.
We are lit. I want to just pat ourselves on the back. We literally got laughed at and got told we're just young and stupid and inexperienced and didn't know what we're talking about. Can't be done. Won't be good quality. Rogue Invitational crushed World's Strongest Man this last weekend. Crushed it. If it was the stock market, World's Strongest Man took a hit. Rogue Invitational soaring right now.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hate to say I told you
It
so,
happened.
but
Clash
Yep.
did it
Yep.
multiple times on the live streams. Rogue Invitational did it. It can be done. So
Yeah,
Dude,
the
if you
only
give-
difference between Clash and Rogue is the time frame, but
yeah, if you give people a schedule, though, they'll tune in.
yeah.
Like, that's what
Right.
Rogue does.
Well, also Rogue has other stuff, so it's kind of cool. Like
Mhm.
Sure.
that's why I think I'm gonna talk. Like, I think Clash should be everything one Super Bowl weekend. We actually talked to Anthony about that on this pod before.
Yes.
I think that's how you get the most eyeballs because
Yes.
I think okay, we're gonna start at 9 a.m. The 80 men are gonna be doing sandbag toss at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. As soon as they finish at 9 a.m., it goes right into the 64 women are doing their yoke run into log medley. 10
Right.
a.m. the 105s come out for their first event, the overhead
Mhm.
press medley. And you know what I mean? And the whole day, it's like an 8-hour schedule.
Yeah.
And then you would never stop.
Never. Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously,
Dude, the Rogue invite when they were doing the stones to see who the winner was, right? Those awkward, blocky,
Yeah.
oblong stones. There was like 17,000 people on the live stream on YouTube.
right.
Yep.
Why?
17,000 people.
It was weird to only do tacky towels for that.
They did it last year too, so I don't
Yeah.
really know.
I don't know.
Probably clean up stuff because you know you
Yeah.
hate cleaning that
Maybe
stuff
it
up.
might just be contractual with the venue. It's an awesome venue.
Right.
But my takeaway from it, it wasn't a wow moment. It was wow moments. Was Martins.
Yeah. What
Kinda,
about him specifically?
he didn't stink, but he underperformed greatly, and
Yeah.
he looked really out of shape.
Mhm.
Did you watch his YouTube video that he just put out?
No, but I was just reading on Starting Strongman that he made a bunch of excuses in it, and it was just like excuse. But I don't know if that's true or not.
He said
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, he was like basically saying like they didn't realize some of the events like a month out or something, and he thought the endurance events are going to be speed events, so he put on more weight and
I
all
heard
that stuff.
He said the Husafel, he picked up the Husafel carry wrong, not wrong. He just picked it up long ways. He did goofy stuff like that. Like he wore knee wraps. To me, that's like he was hiding an injury or something because
he did that last year.
It's so weird.
His hip was also messed up. Apparently,
he wore the knee wraps for the yoke and the log last year. He did well on it too.
Bit him in the ass this year.
I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was his hip.
Did anyone say what happened on the stones when I thought he tore his pec, but obviously he didn't.
He didn't because he's competing for Team USA for Giants Live,
which is good for him. That's awesome. That's good.
But if he was injured, he wouldn't be, right? So I don't know. Maybe he just tweaked it or something, and it felt weird, and he just kind of called it. So
I mean, obviously, he still did really good. He just he underperformed for what he would.
Right.
Martins is really, really, really well rounded.
Right.
And he's just third, fourth, first, sit. Like he never goes. If it's a 10-person show, he's never like lower than fifth. Right. And he's just death by consistency.
Right.
But that was mine. I was shocked, but it was so fun to watch that.
Oh man.
So fun.
Yeah, and the CrossFit log was
CrossFitters
pretty
do the
cool too.
log. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
love that.
dude, I was watching it and I was kind of iffy on the weights. I was like, man, I kind of thought that these guys would have done a little bit more weight, to be honest with you. But then my wife, who does CrossFit, tells me, she's like, yeah, these guys had 3 days notice to learn how to do a log.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't imagine trying to
Well,
do a log on 3 days notice.
I was just worried about, okay, if it was an axle, it's different.
Yeah.
But like a log, if you the first time you ever touch a log, if you're listening, you've never touched a log, find a log and try to do it.
Or nothing
It's
like it.
super. It now that once you've done it hundreds of times, it's
Yeah.
natural. But the first time you touch a log, it's so weird. I was more worried about injuries, genuinely.
Right.
And but no, they did great. It was really
Yeah,
fun to watch.
it was so cool to watch. Yeah. That's cool that CrossFit's kind of working in
I
strongman
love it.
equipment a
I
little bit
love it
too.
for us.
Right.
It's helping strongman.
Didn't CrossFit do the sandbag Husafels last year?
Yeah,
No,
no, not this. They did it the
CrossFit
games.
Games.
CrossFit
They did
Games.
it the
Okay.
games.
Yeah, they carried it like
They
200
did a
years or something like that.
max sandbag to shoulder too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
did
was
you guys see how
intense.
much the CrossFitters used the axles?
Mm-mm.
They used axle bars for multiple watts.
Really?
They used it for
Oh, they did.
a lunge.
Yeah.
They did a they did a front rack lunge.
Yes.
They used
That's
it for
right.
something else too.
hmm
But yeah, so they even used axle bars. So like, dude, if you're like the guy that's mad about CrossFit doing strongman stuff, you're literally the problem, and you're you're
We talked
you're an
about it
asshole.
last
Like
episode or two ago. I don't remember
like
which,
you're
but
seriously, you're like
it's
you're
a
the
good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing.
Yes, for
And
sure.
dude, ugh, they're not coming over here, so just don't be scared. If they did, they do well, but they're not going to. Did you see
Yeah,
the prize pool?
they'd probably kick most of our asses.
Did
Let's
Did
you
be
you
see the
real.
see
prize
Furman
pool?
share? Yeah. The money. Did you see the money that Furman's like? This is why CrossFitters don't come to Strongman.
Yeah.
Look
Dude,
at how
they're
much
not,
money these guys made.
bro. They're not coming.
They're
They're not coming.
not. They're not.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I
Overall, though, man, it was awesome. Like, I love the Rogue invite.
I kind of want to go next year, dude.
I want to go.
I want to go too. It's awesome. I was jealous of people that were there.
Yeah. It was so cool.
We can go with
Venue's awesome.
we can go with my cousin Kurt.
Yeah. Kurt already told me he wants to go.
But yeah. Anything else from the Rogue Invitation? I was trying to think if there's anything else that came to my mind. Dude, I just the aesthetics and the time put into the events is insane.
The Roga coaster looked so freaking cool. That's the coolest arm over arm I've ever seen in my life.
What about the deadlift too?
It would right. I mean, we touched on that a little bit last week, but
that roller coaster.
That was
man, was that freaking cool.
It was insane.
Because we just did an arm over arm at nationals, right? Like everybody just did that. And we saw what it looks like normally, but like, man, the way that they had it set up and where it dumps them, and it's like a woo, right? Like that was, man, that was well thought out.
Rogue has proven that they'll put money into strongman. How much do you think it costs for that Conan wheel at if they do at the Arnold Pro?
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably I would love to touch that one day. Like
imagine
the Arnold amateurs doing that.
How the hell do you even store that thing?
Right.
They have to keep it in the convention center somewhere.
No, dude, there's events. They can't. There's events every weekend.
I mean, like, there's a bunch of rooms and stuff. I don't know.
No, it comes apart somehow, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They don't keep
it. They don't just leave it in the center of the Arnold. That's not what I'm trying to imply.
No, they take it to probably
they don't leave it in the convention
warehouse.
Center,
yeah, Dante. I'm not doing that tonight, but
someone fact check that for me, please.
You fact check it, producer.
You're the producer.
Okay, let me see.
I don't think it's like an easily Googleable thing either.
Man, that diamond to the baseball field, like that's a cool venue. Like
I know.
So it gives them all that room, but like just being in the stadium, right? Like there were so many people watching the CrossFit event too.
What stadium is that?
It's called Dell Diamond.
Yeah, but what's
I don't know who it's home to. I have no idea. I'd love to know that. So if somebody knows, please answer.
Yeah.
or Dante.
Yeah. Look up Dante. Look up
Del
Del
Diamond.
Diamond. Who plays there?
It's in Austin, Texas. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
Probably some like what AAA team or something.
probably something like that. It's probably why they have to do it later in the year too, so that they're out of baseball season.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Hot as shit in Texas too
A
at this time.
AAA minor league baseball affiliate of the Texas Rangers Major League Baseball team, the
Nice.
Round Rock Express.
There you
Nice.
go. That's freaking cool.
But yeah,
Great Lakes does that too, right?
yeah, they
Yeah.
the last 2 years they've done it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Come a long way from 2018 going there with Frank, and it was in like a little CrossFit gym. Good for those guys. That's awesome.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean OSG's next
week.
weekend. Crazy.
Man,
Shout out
I
to
know.
everyone competing.
I'm obviously biased because I'm a big boy, but I can't wait to see the 60 big boys go at it.
I just
I
rooting
can't
for West.
wait.
I'm rooting for Wes Claiborne.
Okay, that's one thing that I'm going to talk about. I love Wes Claiborne, right? I love watching his videos. The dude is an absolute monster. But one thing that I'm getting frustrated hearing about and people saying is that he belongs to World's Strongest Man. Wes, if you hear this, if this gets to you, please win OSG.
Right.
Because if you win OSG, you will get invited to World's Strongest Man.
Right.
I guarantee it. You're strong enough. Everybody knows it. Go do it. That's
I agree. No, I agree.
He's strong enough to do it. He's good enough. He's good at everything.
Dude, did you see his that sandbag video from this week?
He
Yeah.
bodied a 360 bag for 2 after 3 other bags. That's what I mean, man. Like, I love watching his videos, but it's just like, man, all you have to do is win OSG.
He weighed 380 after that too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who's like the favorites for the big boys? Probably because I paid more attention to the 80s.
I heard Spencer Remnick. He's
Spencer Remnick, obviously. Obviously Wes Claiborne.
Who's the other guy I was looking at?
Tyler Obringer's a freak. People aren't he's like a former power lifter, now has converted to strongman. He's doing very well.
Is Tyler Cotton coming back?
Yeah, I believe so. He's got to be up there. I don't think Kordiaka's coming. I mean, man, there's so many guys. Nico Chaparrales is good. Tim Buck's good. Man, Manny Frias is pretty good. I mean, there's just so many guys, man. Like if you actually look at the roster, there's probably 20 guys that legitimately can make the final if they have good performances, which is crazy.
There's what, 60?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like, and they're all very good guys. I mean, it's just who's going to have the good 4 events to get to the final.
So if we want to watch that live stream, we have to be a member of the official Strong Games website, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
it's $10, so you're basically paying, and you can cancel anytime. So you're basically just paying 10 for the live stream.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. I always struggle to pull this up on official Strongman Games. How do I see the list of confirmed athletes?
I was just looking at that now. I'm not too sure.
I was just there today.
I think you have to go to the world final and then go the whole way to the bottom.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, like
whole way. World final, then all
your coach, Josh, he's number 1 on the 231s.
Andrew Clayton.
He's gonna win the 231s. That's my prediction.
He's a monster.
Our coaches are going head to head, Dante.
I know.
I just don't know everyone. Like, there's just probably freaks in there that I just don't know. 231s, you know. I mean, it's all literally the best in the world.
I'm pulling it up here. And there's so many guys. Matt Ragg from New Zealand is a monster.
I'm so jealous looking at these guys.
Thomas Evans. There you go. That's another one.
That's who I was thinking of, yeah.
Man.
It's like when you see the names, they finally come up. Yep.
Lucas Hatton just hit a 445 axle at Strongman Corp Nationals.
Yeah.
And Dylan Gardner's pretty good. I mean, he competed here in a show in Pittsburgh. Talk with him here and there. Stephen Good's pretty good. And this isn't a knock if I'm not saying your name, so don't get upset. I'm just talking about people that I'm familiar with. So there's so many guys.
The 200s are almost as big as the 231s this year too. It looks like.
Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, Nick Camby bowed out. His back's not good. That's unfortunate, but I'm excited to see who's going to step up then. You know,
I'm going to OSG next year. That's the goal.
The
You heard it here first.
Journess is back. He wants to win OSG again.
Is he doing 40 plus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Z. Anything else going on in the world? This has ended up being a longer episode than I would have pictured. I dropped the bomb at the beginning.
We just kind of get talking sometimes, and we just talk
Yeah.
about relevant stuff and just roll with it. So yeah, sometimes we come on with points that we want to hit, but these episodes like this are usually end up being pretty fun because we just kind of talk a little bit and then talk strongman, right?
Shoot the shit.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know. Do we really have much else?
No,
I mean,
think-
next
Oh
we
wow.
went for 100.
Hold on, you lagged when you said that.
Oh, I did.
Mhm.
Am I good now?
Week? Yeah, next week.
Next week we're planning for a big episode. So
Yeah.
it's episode 100. There's going to be some stuff dropping. So
Yeah.
be ready for that. We're going to have lots of content, lots of stuff to talk about. So
Yeah.
Good stuff.
We'll see you guys for episode 100
next week.
next week.
Peace
See you
out.
guys. Thank you.
Later.